is, and it'll be what it'll be. I am Pacou Mutombo, doing better than the Buddha. And that's that on that. This is Confi'dance, and I have my guest here by the name of
Darim Da Paixao. What's happening, Pacou?
Yeah, nothing much, but you tell me, man. So actually, solo combo.
One.
What does one have to do with it? What's one?
Solo combo. One combo.
What does it mean, though?
What's it mean? In all honesty, I inherited it from one of my grandparents. I don't know which one, but it just came in. They're like, give him the name. It's like, cool. And then they gave me extra ones as well. I was like, damn, parents, really? So much? But I took it all. So I don't know what it means, in all honesty. But
okay,
yeah.
So to the viewers who must be seeing you for the first time, tell us, what is it that you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
Well, I consider myself a street dancer. Some people consider me an entrepreneur. Right, so basically what I do is I focus on just dance as a collective. I own a dance academy, a dance organization, dance agency, so dance. And at the same time I do some DJing, a little bit of MC on the side with my main man here, Pacou Mutombo.
No, don't say that, that's not my name, bro.
We gave him that name, but he has to take it in, all right.
So yeah, I hear that your crew name is AI.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because I mean, we've all watched the movie, what is artificial intelligence? No, it's not artificial.
It's artificial. The
movie.
The movie was called Artificial Intelligence.
Yeah.
But we decided to call ourselves, our dance crew, Artistic Intelligence, right? I'm sorry about this. And it was the thing of, I loved at that point in 2004, 2003. I loved watching basketball, and that's when AI had just hit the ground, Allen Iverson, and he was really amazing. So I looked up to him, and he was one of the reasons why I started playing basketball as well, as short as I am. He gave all short people, not short, down to earth people.
That's fine, we can see your feet dangling over here, man. It's all good.
Don't listen to this head, he's got ashy ankles. But yes, all right. So at that time, it was the Allen Iverson season, and at the same time, the movie Artificial Intelligence just came out. So the word AI kept coming up. Literally at the same time, there was an ant movie, and someone spoke about ant and then mixed it with intelligence, and I kept hearing. And then a friend of mine, Idris Kayembe, he decided to say, why don't you make your dance crew AI? And I was like, why would we do that? And he said, no, call it artistic intelligence. So the original came from a good friend of mine, named Idris Kayembe. So he decided, let's call it artistic intelligence.
So shout out to you. Now there's an artistic intelligence academy and everything you mentioned earlier on, right?
Correct. That's correct.
All right. So you're going to be paying him homage, and is he going to be sending you like invoices and stuff?
We played basketball together.
Talking about basketball, how did you end up dancing if you say you used to play basketball, bro?
Basketball, I think I did a lot of things. I still do a lot of things.
What is it that you say all the time? You good at what?
I'm the best at what you do. Right? I used to love saying that. I think it became a thing of, I was somewhat of an overachiever growing up, and anything I put my mind to, I ended up wanting to be really good, or to just do the best that I possibly could.
Everything you put your mind to, right?
Yes, anything I put my mind to, I always aim to do the best that I can. Like with the DJing, I was like, okay, cool. Is house music the only thing people could do? But then I realized that was actually easy DJing music. House, rave, dance, trance, all that kind of music is really easy. And then when you kick it into hip hop and then start mixing the hip hop with the rave, now there you got something.
That's the challenges, yeah?
That's what I strive for. I live for that, the challenges. And then once I've conquered that challenge, it becomes really easy for me to tell someone that is a DJ at just house music that I'm the best at what they do. Does that make sense?
So now we know where that is coming from.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about competitions. All right. You have one of the biggest competitions running in the streets right now called 108. Tell me, 108 movement. 108. Actually, before we go into that, why 108? Because I know for a fact it was called, what is it?
18 Insanity.
18 Insanity. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now why 108?
Okay, insanity, first of all, you need to understand the definition of insanity. So it's expecting different results, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And like I said, me wanting to be good at something, it's obviously insane, because you're constantly trying, you're just constantly working on your craft to get different results, right? And that insanity is never left. in my research traveling around Africa, I discovered that there were so many dance styles, dance genres around the world, and still more that are still being created right now. And I decided, dessert dance, Basco. And I discovered that, you know what, there's over 100 dance styles, in all honesty, that I could possibly just do. So with that being said, I love the number 8 because it's a symmetrical number. It is a number that I always told people that if you tilt me sideways, there's no end to me.
Oh.
So infinity. So if
Okay.
you get me in the wrong day, there is no end.
There's
So
no end.
you'll hate yourself for doing what you did. And that's why I love the number 8 so much. And I decided, you know what, let's throw the 8 onto it. And then it became 108 movements that I personally understand and that I can do.
Okay.
But apart from, they are much more than just 108.
So, okay, with that being said, what is your vision for 108 movement? What is your vision? I mean, you started off, like you said, as like in Insanity, and then you had your first 108 competition was in 2016, yeah? And now obviously it has gradually grown over the years. So where's your future? Where's the future with that?
The future with that is that with 108, what we do is we have different avenues in it, right? We have the 108 dance competition, we have the workshops, and as well as the conferences. Now the conferences, for me, I believe is what dancers should be attending mostly, because I'm trying to enrich people with more knowledge, number one, enrich with the conference, empower with physical ability, workshops, and then competition, just because you love it, you know what I mean? And the end game to this is that we constantly, as Africans, we constantly looking out to the world and constantly being told, go out there because you'll never do anything here. And in all honesty, I said, I've done so much here that if I leave, I don't know who's gonna do it. And it's just the mentality I have, that it's not that I don't trust anyone, it's that there's not many people doing stuff that's actually there to grow other people, to influence other people, because everybody's so caught up on the me.
So, but with that being said, are you saying in terms of how you view situations? Because I mean, obviously everybody has different views of seeing everything, so.
Yeah, so why 108 exists is that I decided, with meeting people around the world in my travels, I asked them, why don't you ever come to Africa? They said, but what does Africa have to offer? And then, oh, that's a good question. Do you understand what I mean? So, like, okay, cool. I'll start something. Will you come then? They said, most definitely. And that's what we've been receiving. We've been getting people coming from Gabon, Zimbabwe, Angola, from all over the world right now. And it's a good thing that the response is coming, that everybody's coming to Africa. So we've created a reason for them to come. And at the same time, in the travels, we do meet the ignorant people that don't really know.
Yeah, actually,
anything.
what do you mean? Who are these
and the
ignorant people?
No, ignorant people. Like, you
We
go to
want
certain
names.
countries, and I can tell people, I'm like, I was born in a village, I got 3 elephants and a lion in my garden, and
Yeah.
they'll believe it. So I said, you know what, let's take you to Africa so you can actually experience. Do you understand? Experience what it actually means to be there, as opposed to what you're learning at school or wherever it is that you're getting this knowledge from. Does that make sense? So creating the 108 and keeping it here in South Africa, all over Africa, is a reason for the rest of the world to actually come. So
So you
I'm
want to
looking
be
forward
looking
to
for
making
108
everybody else to
an
come.
attraction.
An attraction, basically, so that they can actually, they have something to come for, you know what I mean? So that's how when they do come, they stay for 3 months, so we can actually show them, okay, we had fun with what you know physically. Now let's actually meet the country, and then the next time they come back, they're not just there for the competition or conference or whatever it is anymore. They're actually there to experience and learn the culture.
I take it that from you saying this kind of thing means you've traveled a lot, right?
Correct.
Where have you been?
We're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
There's no end to it.
There's only enough countries, so-
There's no end to it. There's too many countries. But I would have to say my favorite place would have to be Nairobi, Kenya.
Why? Did you say because you learned from there?
I went there unexpectedly, and I learned so much. The culture that they had there, the passion. I think what I saw there was love. I believe I saw love for whatever they do, they love it. And I think I got attracted to that. I'm attracted to people that enjoy doing what they do, no matter, by all means necessary. Do you understand? So it's a thing of, love. Like there, it's not a thing of we're here, we have the rich mentality dancers. No, we need a studio to do certain things. And I'm like, okay. In Nairobi, I saw a guy barefoot on the road doing windmills and flares. And here we need a studio in order to actually get somewhere.
But it also still happens in the hood, like Tembisa, Soweto, and all that stuff.
It does, and that's true. But now the dancers that are popular are just not there. Or like myself, I'll blame myself as well. I'll put myself in that wheel that I don't go to the townships enough. You understand what I mean? But the fact that I experienced the township elsewhere, I enjoyed it much more. And now when I came back, all I do is chill with E2 Prince. Literally, we always stay in Soweto.
E2 Prince?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone I should get onto the show, man.
Fire. He's a fire guy.
What does he do?
He's a bourgeois dancer.
Bourgeois dance.
Bourgeois.
Okay, this one obviously originating from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool, no doubt. So one last thing, right? Tell me your views on street dances and corporate dances. Quickly. What is your take on that?
My take, okay, 2 words. Passion. Okay, one's driven by passion. The other one's just driven by not passion, just money.
So passion and money?
Passion versus money.
How so? Because I mean, if you start doing certain things, you need to obviously get paid for it. So
correct. So
yes.
I'm not saying that the people in the corporate industry are not passionate about dance. I just feel that they've lost the sense of passion within what they did. Today it's become a job. I tell people I dance every day of my life, but I've never worked a day in my life. Now, where most dancers that I know are literally they're actually going to work for dance, and I'm like, you've lost the sense of passion in what it is that you had.
But how do you lose it? Did you lose it?
No, reality is this: you're focused on your passion, and when you become really good at it, you will be rewarded for what it is that you do. And that's where I feel like the corporate dancers have forgotten. They took the reward from the passion and just decided reward. Let's just keep it just reward. Forget the passion. And that's what I see basically.
But don't you think that maybe they're looking at the reward because they've done all the passion, and due to the fact that they've got all these things called exposure and all of that they feel that the rewards are due?
You could say that, but I disagree with that. It's like I keep saying, everybody is about them. Nobody really cares about tomorrow. But at the same time, I'm not saying that you shouldn't worry about the present. Yes, the present is what's going to happen tomorrow. So what you do today will basically, whatever it is that you do today will benefit tomorrow. Does that make sense? And most people are just focused on today, that the tomorrow, they don't understand what tomorrow is. For me, tomorrow means whoever's coming after me.
So in other words, let me sum this up. So you would think, because I really like the fact that you're talking about the whole passion and everything, are you trying to say that these guys lost the reason why you feel they lost the passion is because they hardly come to jams themselves?
No,
or they hardly actually attend these competitions that the streets are putting out and all that kind of stuff?
It's not that. That has nothing to do with that. It's basically the fact that they would call it a job.
Oh, so that's what it is.
That's what it is. The second you call something a job, just know that you're there because of the money. It's like a person that goes to the office every day. You really think they love what they're doing there?
What if an accountant wants to have a hunchback from Notre Dame?
You really think? And the reality is everybody has a passion and everyone's scared of it, of actually pursuing. You understand? We do what we do because we took the risk that nobody's willing to take.
That's true. Confi'dance, baby.
We followed our passion, and we believe that if we practice and get to where we need to be with it, we will be rewarded for what we do. And unfortunately, the people treating it as a job, I'd have to say that it's like they studied it and they just lost the passion, the sense of passion and drive to actually want to do what you do. Because the reality, what we do as artists is display our work for other people to appreciate. Reality is I appreciate something that I know that you're enjoying. Does that make sense? You will go anywhere and you see somebody enjoying what they're doing and you will actually love that. But now when you can see there's a dancer dancing his heart out, he's just professional at what he does. He's so good that he can sell that, oh my word, look at what I'm doing. And you're like, there's no passion in any of the movements. There's no heart.
Okay, I get you.
And that's why I said I love Kenya so much. I saw that.
Aha. So you're trying to bring it back, basically, to South Africa.
The what?
Trying to bring it back, trying to bring the love back into the dance industry.
No, the love is there. Everybody still has it. It's just that they need to knock on that door that they shut themselves. And actually not even need to knock. They need to find the key, unlock that door, and realize what's actually in there.
And walk in, obviously.
Yeah, they can walk in or take it out. But yeah, man.
Walk in or take something out. But that's what it is. We've come to the end of the show. This is Darim Da Paixao. Where can they find you, bro?
You can find me at my house. I'm kidding. You can find me on my social media or YouTube, Darim108, and Facebook as well, and Twitter. But yeah.
All right, it is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. This is Confi'dance. I am Pacou Mutombo, doing better than better. See you guys next time. One time, homie. Thank you for coming, bruh.
I'm not gonna stand up. You're too tall.
Yeah, admitting that you are too short.
I'm down to earth, not short.